Alright, what's up?
Hi there, folks.
Look, we have something on the channel that's not SM64. We've only done like three or four restreams previous here, and with the exception of a single time spinner rando showcase, it's all been SM64 races.
I see. Well, I'm sort of a guest here on the Rando Racers channel. So, Arrow Razor, what do we
Yep.
have here today?
Alright, so we have a community rando race for Dread. Given we didn't exactly pick the greatest day for it, because a lot of us are actually currently doing a very dumb end of the year giant Randomania multi-world, which
Ooh.
I intend to let this channel raid afterwards. They're doing some dumb stuff. They will definitely be going by time we're done here.
Well, so Arrow Razor, I have been an observer of Dread Randomizer for a while, but what are our runners looking to do here tonight in order to get to the end of the game?
Okay, so it's standard race settings. So basically, you get what you need to get to Raven Beacon Leave, while also collecting 3 Metro DNA. You do not need any more than 3. Uh, there are some settings
And
that call for more, but in the DNA is basically the artifacts of this game.
and where can people get those? Where can runners get those DNAs?
Only on bosses and Emmy.
Bosses
I
and Emmy. Okay.
So I have a little thing over here on the side that's being flashed on the screen right now. It'll be put up later once we start learning what they are, because I will have them available for the chat to know.
All right.
Um,
Now, are the bosses that have those specific DNAs hinted, or will
they are
they?
hinted. They're hinted in 2
Very well.
places. They're hinted at the Atom Room right after the Quiet Robe Robot Chazo fight, and in a rando placed nav station in Iterash.
Ah, okay.
Yep, in case you can't get to that, because there are circumstances where you do not get Grapple Beam. Given, I think in these specific settings, the only way you get to Hanubia without Grapple Beam is if you've already released the X.
Yeah, well, I'll be letting you take command when it comes to logic and game expertise and whatnot. Because as much as I've enjoyed watching folks run Dread Rando, I'm still not the most familiar with it.
Yeah, but for those who are in our Discord, we actually have room for multiple games, even though we haven't done much with many of them yet, because this is still fairly a new channel. I mean, the channel's been in existence for a long time, but it's only recently started getting use. But yeah, also, ahead of time, follow the runners.
Indeed, we've
Noted,
got.
the Twitch built-in thing for Chrome only gives the full link for one of them. It's fine. The links are in the command, so it's fine. Everything is working.
Indeed, we've got Op82 and Mizumaririn, if I'm pronouncing that
Yeah,
correctly.
you can call them Mizu for short.
Very well. That's gonna be hard because I know another Mizu in the Majora's Mask randomizer community.
I know. It's gonna be confusing. I feel this one. Alright, they're going to be off soon. I think they're only going to have like a few second delay compared to us. But once I see one of them hit start, my timer will start. Since I don't have this link to race time. That was quick.
All right, here we go, folks. So we start
Alright,
off.
so the best part of the game, the 30 to 55 second wait at the start of the game to load.
Yeah. Dread it, run from it, it comes to you all the same. Wait, I just realized what I said.
Yep.
But we're going to be starting in our usual, oh no, I've just lost all my items spot.
Also, we're mainly going to be using Ops audio today because I wasn't getting any audio from Mizu's stream. But it's fine, Ops said that they have clean audio the entire time. Alright, first hint. What have we got? Each Atom Station gives us a hint. Also, before anyone asks, the reason Pulse Radar is not on the tracker is because we start with it.
We start with Pulse Raider. Okay. Our first
Phantom
hint tells
Cloak
us.
and Cataris. That's,
That's a.
not the most amazing thing to know. Alright, we're about to see what our first item is. In race settings, the most common is Charge or Spin Boost, funny enough.
Yeah, just having that little bit of extra verticality is already a pretty big deal for.
Looks like missiles on the upper ledge.
All right, both runners triggering the slide under wall, slide under gap, learn about hidden item text box.
It is Spin Boost yet again. Yeah, these settings.
So we have progressive spins, and if memory serves correctly, we also have pretty much everything. Yeah, so beams are progressive, suits are progressive,
bombs
spin,
are progressive, and missiles.
Okay, and by missiles we mean regular super to ice.
Yeah, because you start with regular missiles. Imagine if missile launcher ever got shuffled.
I can imagine it.
That'd be hilarious, actually. All right, we're gonna see the Emmy death that doesn't matter.
Yeah, we do notice that a nice little feature of the randomizer is that we can enable a couple of sort of call it developer tools to help us out, like enemy health gauges and damage values.
I am also sad that neither of them are using suit mods.
We might see one later from Op, because I know...
Oh, right, I think Op has one that's specific to gravity.
Op has two, actually, that I know he likes to use. He likes to use a sort of version of Fusion Varia, which actually doesn't look too bad in the Dread textures. Yeah. The other would be...
Okay, what Op's doing here is, ooh, there's Charge Beam.
Alright, so Charge Beam nice and early is pretty good here.
Yep, and Spin Boost does put that in logic, so... That's another thing, too. A lot of times people will like to do that any % pseudo wave before this to get that item, but when you start with Spin Boost, it's no longer necessary. Ooh, Op diverting from the normal opening, and it's a grapple beam dodge! Oh no.
Ooh, okay, so grapple beam outside of the Corpius cloak door.
Yeah, this is like Mizu's doing like the typical route a lot of us do, and Op's doing an alternate route to get the left side of Artaria early, which is a risk. It could be a high risk, high reward kind of thing. I completely missed what that hint was.
That hint read that the screw attack can be found in Dyren.
That's yikes.
Yeah, so Screw Attack and Dyren and Phantom Cloak and Cataris is definitely a tough one because there's a lot of stuff in Artaria specifically that Cloak would be more preferable for.
Yep.
So we may have to wait for a teleportal access to be able to get that. Like, which ones lead to Cataris? Like,
oh, that's bombs!
Whereabouts was that?
Right here. And those bombs are now in logic with Op getting that suit.
Alright, so both runners finding some good stuff here as we start things off.
And because of this item spread, I think they're going to end up converging. Op going to check this. Single room heat or cold runs are in logic.
Yeah, that one, the cold run that Op just did in particular is not a particularly crazy one. It doesn't require a ridiculous amount of energy. Now, we should point out that another change in the randomizer is that energy parts do just immediately grant the 25 base energy that they give instead of waiting for the whole thing like an art container.
Also, Mizu has just found Flash Shift.
Ooh, Flash Shift is definitely one of the better movement items to have right now in lieu of Speed Booster.
Yeah, this is a very front-loaded seed.
Well, that seems pretty typical from my observations in Dread Randomizer.
Is. I think the one thing we're really missing to get going now is Morph Ball. Which is probably where it always is, in the charge room right before the combat tutorial.
Wouldn't be too shocking.
No.
The way
looks like Op is making their way back. Oh, they're gonna warp to start. Dude, this is smart.
Yeah, having various suits definitely going to make picking up bombs less of a pain in the backside, but it looks like Mizu's just going to go ahead and deal with the white Emmy now.
Yeah, killing the spider Emmy is very safe if you have spin boost. Once you have spin or spider, it's usually safe to kill this Emmy. Morphin bombs also makes it safe. Basically,
Yeah.
ways to get out.
Yeah, bombs are a very effective can fly in Metroid Dread.
Mizu wanted the quick kill, like the really quick, the cool 80% quick kill.
Oh, yes.
It just did not work out. Alright, is this a DNA? Is it a major progression? Or is it the Emmy special? 2 missiles.
Op's like, yoo-hoo, over here.
2 missiles!
Ooh, Op takes the first KO of the night to Emmy 02 SM.
Yep. Yeah, as a fair warning, most of the deaths you're going to see in Dread Rando are either A, checking things in heat runs or cold runs, and B, Emmys.
Yeah, there's a reason why Emmys invoke the game's namesake.
Wait until Speed Emmy. That was a pain to deal with.
Oh yeah, I think Emmy 04 SB was my one of the hardest Emmys I've struggled with. The same with Emmy 06 WB.
Yeah, that one can be a pain. Purple can be a pain. Alright, Op getting the grapple game.
See, a grapple is much more useful in this game compared to other Metroid games. We get our first progressive beam here.
Oh, it's not Morph Ball here, it's a beam.
Alright, so we've got a nice early wide beam here, so combat's really nice. The beam itself does 25 damage, but wide just triples that outright.
Yep.
Off grabbing a Missile Plus tank, and we've got an early gravity suit at Charge Beam.
Oh, they have 2 different suits. Wait, Op didn't grab that?
Op did not grab that yet. Although that is a really easy warp to start to grab as far as I'm concerned, so I don't think Op's going to be missing that for too long.
I don't think Op's going to miss that for too long,
But yeah, this what I was mentioning earlier as well is that what I think Dread Rando really likes to do is it likes to give a specific set of items early. Like, for example, in this case, we're getting a couple of beams and gravity suit early. In a couple of other cases I've seen, we'll get, like, space jump and super missiles early, and maybe gravity suit will be much later to the bandwagon.
Early gravity is actually real scary.
Yeah, gravity suit is a pretty big seed opener for places like Berenia, Ferenia.
And the fact that it likes giving spins earlier, it does. Something I've noticed too is a lot of times it will pick a couple of items to put in horrible spots logically for you to find late. I wonder if it's going to be Morph Ball this time.
Could be.
It's not often we get a late Morph Ball seed, but I like those because it really makes you have to be careful with routing.
Not to mention it's how the game is supposed to play out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is about to get gravity.
Ah, I see that the progressive suit models now adapt accordingly. I remember they not doing that initially.
Yep.
You're also getting a good example of seeing boss health bars as well from Op, and Mizu showed this earlier too.
Yeah. Well, I also know there's a button combination to automatically update the suit model, so you don't have any worries with that. Also, having
that
grapple,
I did not know.
This could be Morph Ball right here, actually. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Which means... Oh, this is in logic.
And what exactly is this?
No. That's not in logic. We don't have diffusion or way to break the blob yet. Screw attack room. It's out of logic right now, but there's a pseudo wave you can do to check one item safely and 2 other items that would soft lock you.
Oh my.
Yep.
All right, so Op getting, as you mentioned before, the Emmy special.
Yeah, the Emmy special of 2 missiles. This is interesting, though. Like, there's already options.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, with the equipment we do have, I think our next stop is probably going to be Dyron, because we can't really get to Cataris from the front door without Phantom Cloak.
We can get in just fine through the heat room.
Ah, okay.
Actually, I think red teleporter is probably... Actually, I kind of think you check Various Suit here. Check Various Suit into, Cataris.
Not a bad idea, although it's going to be painful if super missiles are required later for that super door right next to Various Suit.
Or even worse, if the speed booster item there is required.
Mm-hmm. Alright, looks like the item underneath red teleporter was 10 pack.
Yeah,
10
which
missile
is
pack.
nice. Getting a couple of 10 missile packs, you're probably good for the scene.
And we do, in fact, see Op pick up Gravity Suit here, and that gives Op's custom model for Gravity is a light
it's
suit,
the light suit.
variant.
Nice.
Yeah, Op's got a good selection of custom suit models here. Fusion Varia and Metroid Prime 2 light suit.
Yeah. The one I've been using lately is actually Emmy Samus.
Emmy Samus. That one I'm gonna have to. That one I'm gonna have to look forward to.
It's Emmy inspired suits, and it's really great. Okay,
and
it
it looks like
indeed going for Various Suit. It is a power bomb expansion, so it's not needed. Also, they're even on items now. Except Op does not have the Morphle, right? That Morphle wasn't exactly. The downside is the Morphle was not in a good spot for Op specifically with their route.
Yeah, with Gravity Suit, I would wager he's gonna turn around in a bit to go grab that.
Probably.
Also, isn't it nice going through this room with at least a suit upgrade of some kind?
Oh, this is the one room I'm terrified the most of for my Dread Mode playthrough. Out of every room in the game, that's the room that scares me the most.
Alright, what is up there?
Alright, this item's in logic. It's more missiles. Alright, there was nothing here.
And yeah, this is exactly what I was expecting here, where the game kind of front loads you with a couple of gets you to the top tier of a couple of categories. And now have fun full clearing the game looking for everything else. Well, I mean, I say full clear, but there's a lot of like massive openers.
All right, so they're both probably going into Oh, okay. Op is going back to. Op might pseudo wave into the screw attack room.
We shall see. Alright, Mizu, on the other hand, is going to enter Cataris via red teleportal. Don't mind the sort of loading file select screen background.
It's a bug that happens sometimes. I think it's also emulator exclusive. Not happy. What room would be called worst room in the game? The worst room in general?
I would say for me, it was that Ferenia Shine Spark puzzle that required you going into that Morph Ball tunnel. It's right near Ferenia entrance from the shuttle. Ferenia.
I hated that one for a while, but I think that one's kind of fine to me right now. Mizu doing one of the multiple ways to get up here, 90% of which are actually not in logic. It's just funny. I like doing the bomb jump, infinite bomb jump up the room, but I have to kill all the enemies for that to work.
If there's one thing Dread Rando has taught me, is that cross bomb jumping is actually super easy.
It is until you need to change directions.
Fair enough. Ooh, we get a hint that's.
What was that?
Storm missiles are in Berenia.
That's terrifying, actually.
That's a wonky spot for Berenia, because Berenia is not a bad place to go looking for stuff now with this equipment. We see a power bomb expansion now.
Actually, we get mains are required. Yeah.
I was about to ask. Perfect.
Yeah, mains are required. So we're a plasma beam and a spider magnet from Barinia being very wide open.
Interesting.
And yep, we go. One of the first things we do in Cataris, we kill the Emmy. This Emmy loves to have progression.
Has progression, and often has a lot of those door locks too. A lot of those morph door locks.
Yeah, it opens up moving around in Cataris so well.
Yeah, chat bringing up the room in Lower Norfair with those with the wall riding gold pirates as the worst room in the game. Very much a well-deserved title there.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as Metroid Dread is concerned, a lot of I would say my personal worst rooms were the Shine Spark puzzles because they were designed to be hard. I mean, this was a game that was very much designed for the Metroid fans, being the 5th installment in the main series.
All right, progression or the Emmy special. 2 missiles. Oh no.
Wow, we're not having the best luck on Emmy RNG. What do you think? DNA on Kraid?
It's possible. The real question is, are we going to have DNA on one of the 4 that require extra stuff? If we have Wave Emmy or Power Bomb Emmy, we require Wave Beam. If we have Experiment or Golzuna, we require releasing the X.
I was about to ask, how does the game handle access to Experiment in Randomizer, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, the bomb slot that you would reach it in vanilla is the fight trigger.
I see.
However, it will not work unless you have released the X. So if you use the bomb slot and you haven't released the X, it just uses the bomb slot as normal.
I see.
But if you use it after releasing the X, it sets the flag for the fight.
Quite a feat of engineering getting this ready to go literally like less than a year after the game came out. Because this came out, what, October 2021?
Yeah.
And the
like
Rando was already...
The Rando was functional within months.
Yeah, if I remember this appearing on a GDQ hotfix a few months back, and I remember...
Still, yeah.
I remember somebody in that commentary booth saying that the game was incredibly easy to reverse... Not incredibly easy, I would say, but easy to reverse engineer. Which,
There's a
I
fun,
guess...
Oh, yeah. Chat makes a point. There's a fun little trivia thing about... So, the triggering of releasing the X is not what most would think it is. Many think it's the cutscene. The trigger is using the first bomb slot.
Interesting.
The moment you trigger the first bomb slot, you immediately... The X is released.
That makes a lot of sense, because normally that's a one-way trip.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright, looks like Mizu wants to try and get up past the spider wall here. Likes to do so via spin boost wall jumping.
Likely heading towards Dairon in hopes for that screw attack, potentially. But also with Wide Beam, also just gives you a lot more movement throughout Cataris.
Oop, Mizu almost got a little pestered by that stone totem there. Or, I don't know what these things are called, but...
Incoming hint.
Alright, this one tells us...
Oh, we already knew that one. We already saw that. That was that one. Okay. What's down here? Missiles? No thank you.
Yeah, missile ammo not really a necessity since this game takes the fusion approach, and a lot of elements of this game take the fusion approach. Like the beam chain is the exact same, the missile progression chain is the exact same, and missiles only use whatever your latest upgrade is.
Yep.
Also, nice 2D heated room texture, property of being in this room well ahead of what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like we are seeing Op take the orange teleportal to go to
that's
Gavarin.
A massive divergence here. This is actually this could actually be very profitable early though. You get to peak one item and get two. Mizu's going to Diron and hopes for that early, hoping the screw attacks early. Well, the first item isn't anything.
Well, and with wide beam and bombs, that is definitely a sensible play.
Not even bothering with the PB expansion.
Yeah, PBs aren't the most hardest thing in the universe to restock. Usually machinery has the best chance of dropping them.
Plasma beam! Alright, Op's gonna try a trick here to get that plasma beam.
Oh, that is a terrible spot for a progressive beam right now. So, logically, I would wager that that's pretty much hard speed locked.
Cross bombs. I think cross bombs get that too.
Cross bombs were too? Okay.
I think you can logically grab that with cross bombs. Otherwise, speed booster or screw attack plus grapple.
Screw attack plus grapple, interesting.
From the other side.
I see. Oh, yeah, because you can get through the central door in the tunnel to the left.
Well,
interesting.
Yep, Op's just gonna come back for it. I do not blame him. Probably gonna, because he set a save point before coming here.
Yeah, that's still some very good knowledge for sure, but it does seem that Dairon is the next place to be.
Well, it depends. Where is it? There's the screw attack!
It's in wide beam room, okay.
Wait,
well,
I just realized.
That's the screw attack grapple for the plasma beam.
Well, they still need a way to kill that Enki, which is...
Either main power bombs or ice missiles.
Or going through Gavorin the regular way, which they still need plasma for, funny enough.
Oh dear.
So, there's a chance that could be a logical wave theme. Cross bombs could just be chilling somewhere.
Yeah, Ops Divergence, unfortunately, just not giving him any immediate edges that could be used to get a leg up against Mizu here. Mizu choosing to follow the logic here, it's really worked out in their favor.
Op hasn't killed the Emmy, so it's going to activate this probably for easier movement. Mizu going for the early grapple stuff, which I very much agree with. Oh, that's a speed booster!
One of the most broken items in Dread.
Okay, what was that?
That's a 10-pack of missiles there in the early grapple tunnel. I'm just going to call it for now.
Yeah, this section in general, the two checks up here, the three checks here, it's usually shocking if none of the three have nothing. None of the three have anything. E part, not gonna worry.
And in there is an energy tank.
That is an E-tank. Yeah, there's no hesitation here.
Yeah, energy tanks incredibly important in Dread. Most enemies hit like a truck.
Unless your name is exactly Ravenbeak. Shockingly enough.
Yeah, Ravenbeak just hits often and fast by comparison to most enemies.
Some argue the Gold Choser right before Ravenbeak is harder because the Gold Choser takes multiple E-tanks in one hit.
Oh yeah.
New hint.
Mizu.
Also, we got some lower catalyst from Op. Dairon has super, or a missile anyway.
And we could do with a missile upgrade right about now, since we know that Gavron definitely has some good progression line about somewhere.
Oh, that's E. That's E. That is E. And that is also E. So is Mizu gonna do the reverse to kill Speed him? It does not look as such.
I take it ME04SB is basically just chilling until either the normal cutscene or until...
it's around. It's around. Mizu has just gotten very lucky to not see it this cycle.
Oh, I see the yellow.
We are
I saw the
getting
yellow.
ready. We are getting ready to get hints. We are about to learn where our DNA is. Mizu's heading to quiet room.
Very well. By the way, Dyron is a nightmare in random elevators because there's a grand total of, I think, what is it, 10?
Oh, that
No,
I wouldn't be
nine,
surprised.
nine different transport points.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised when they go to actually officially support random elevators. I don't know how long this will be because it's a pain to get set up. That's why it hasn't been done yet. But there's so many different types of transports in Dyron. Like, it's a nightmare.
I actually took the time to write them all down at one point. And I actually have them in my notes right here. Dyron's got a whopping 9 transport points.
Yeah.
7 elevators or shuttles, and 2 teleportals.
Yeah.
Runners up would be Gabaron and Artaria with 7 each. Actually, no, Artaria only has 6. Gabaron has 7 with 5 elevators and 2
with
teleportals.
enough E, it's just gonna use screw attack on this. Oh, that's a good hint for Speed Booster and Dyron.
Yeah, that's probably going to send him in the right direction at this point.
100%. Alright, I'm going to get this text box up to type in our DNA hints in just a moment, and I can add them to the stream feed. Welcome in, Reef.
Yeah, it looks like we're about to see... okay, so this Speed Booster puzzle will only yield a Missile Plus pack. We don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, usually unless... Wait!
Oh, Op just got Spider Magnet. That's in an early spot in Caterus, too.
No one came in through the front. Yeah. Yeah, no one came in through the front. That makes sense. Sure. Alright, last chances for predictions. How good or bad are these DNA? I'm calling Wave Emmy, SQ, an experiment.
I'm gonna just stick with my guns here for now and just say Kraid, but as far as the other two are concerned, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Indeed. Drogiga is actually completely fun, especially on this loadout. It is Wave Beam,
ME06, Wavy, SQ, and Golzuna. You almost hit the nail on the head, buddy.
So we need Wave Beam, and we're releasing the Asks, and we need Sword Missiles.
Oh, good grief. All right. Let the spice flow, chat. And here I was hoping for Kraid. Now, here's a question. Can the other bosses still have major progression?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so Wave Emmy...
And there's that for those, in case anyone's coming in and wanting to know later. Our DNA is not good.
Yeah, it's all late game, chat.
It's bad when SQ's the best one of these.
Yeah, SQ is absolutely free with Screw Attack.
Oh, this also means cross bombs are required.
Mm-hmm, for getting out of Golzuna without doing some obnoxious flash shift trickery.
So we need everything. Except ice missiles. We never need ice missiles if you find power bombs.
Well, then maybe we should find power bombs. Here's hoping.
Welcome in, chatters.
Alright, so...
I love this method for this room. I just suck with it. I have to do it the slow way.
Yeah, it's really just baffled me how impressive these speed booster puzzles can be done by the experts.
Yeah.
Although, that's... I gotta be honest, the speed booster puzzles are nothing compared to the crazy amount of stuff that's done in various any percents these days.
Yeah. I mean, no major glitches isn't that crazy. This is an insane Shine Spark, by the way.
Yeah, but it looks like Mizu unfortunately dropped it.
Yeah, the middle spot is, correct. Chat is correct. Ice missiles are required if power bombs are locked by ice missiles. Oh, top there. I hate this one so bad. And we don't have we don't have wave to open up the blob up here. if we had it, we would... Oof. Also, Op getting that nice Emmy special. But yeah, no, this is one of the hardest ones, and this is one of the hardest ones in the game.
Something else I gotta commend Dread for is that it really just takes full advantage of the Switch controller, because like literally every button does something. Like even pressing down L left stick to activate Speed Booster. It's not like say mid 2000s 3D Sonic games where literally everything is on the B button.
Yeah.
But
and I understand why Mizzy's trying to do this, because getting this would get 3 more items.
Yeah, definitely good thinking to prioritize density at this point, given we do unfortunately need an obnoxiously large amount of stuff. But it looks like Mizu was just a tiny bit low there. Passing over the Dragon capsule, by the way.
This is much easier to do with Space Jump, because when you have Space Jump, your jumps are a little higher.
Ah, just like Echoes.
Yeah, funny enough.
Alright, so now Alp is heading into Dairon to pick up what we've discovered at this point is a very significant treasure trove of items.
It's nothing there. Mizu not bothering with the other items. Yeah, Dairon's got some stuff.
Alright, what is underneath Bomb Statue here? It is a double missiles.
It is the Chamber of Missiles. It's great having bombs through here, though, because so many quick checks.
High experiment, by experiment.
The supers. And there's an Emmy! Like, I know you're getting the missiles here, but are you getting out alive?
Yeah, with no cloak, this is gonna be weird.
That's why I haven't marked them yet, because this Emmy might kill him. This Emmy does kill him.
Well, both runners have now suffered a KO.
Oh! Hi, friend!
Hi there, buddy. Gets the counter, though.
It's gonna have to get it again, or get this item quick enough to flash shift over, because Mizu does not have Spider. Which, speaking of which, Mizu will have to go back for Spider.
I thought for sure that was gonna be a hit there.
Yeah. Mizu does escape, though. Up, getting the screw attack.
One of the nice things about Flash Shift, though, is that it is designed to actually stop you in the event that you are about to go careening into an enemy.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of very small details, to the keenly observant especially, that just are very, very appreciated and, like, don't even have to be done in some cases.
And we have Mizu heading here to Barinia as Op picks up the speed booster. Now, with the exception, well, they're even on items now. Op has the Spider, where Mizu has the supers.
Indeed, although it's real tough to say which one's the bigger advantage right now. Going into Barinia, I think Spider would be more preferable here.
Spider doesn't do too much here without plasma, so you can't get the lower Barinia. I mean, the only thing we know that's here is storm missiles, and Mizu's probably hoping that they're in upper, but also just because they know that we need SQ. Also, yeah, when Op goes to do hints soon, they're not gonna like these hunts.
Yeah, we've already seen a few raid shots from Op tonight with Morph Ball being in the
yeah, that was not a
Artaria
great
left ice room.
Uploading data.
I believe this was the yeah, missile and Dairon hint. Which again, very good hint.
Now the Barinia gate also is still tied to Quiet Robe as usual, right?
Yes, which means that's open. Oh, we may see Drogiga here into Gaborin.
Oh, Mizu might be getting bailed out here. Just got the progressive beam and Gaviron hint, so that is
Okay,
gonna let them know that plasma is
so-
there.
Or could be thinking it's wave because there's a ton of plasma lot stuff in Gavorin.
Very true.
However, if I were in Mizu's spot, after seeing that hint, I would probably hunt the storm missiles, then go back up, fight Drogiga on the way up to Gavorin, and just start clearing Gavorin.
We shall see. That looks like to be a power bomb expansion in the Crumble Bridge in Upper Berenia.
Oh,
And
I wasn't even paying attention. Op did the backwards path to speed enemy.
and yeah, is gonna go ahead and get the. This is gonna be new information if I'm not mistaken too.
It is. Let's see. Is it round 3 of the Emmy special?
Yeah, so far the Emmys pulling no punches and giving out their specials today.
Yeah, 2 missiles followed by 2 missiles followed by E. Okay, that's fine. Okay, at least it's not missiles.
Well, at least it's not missiles, but Mizu just found the main power bomb in the Central Berenia entry, Central Berenia pool.
That's huge.
That is locked by speed.
That.
Not that it matters since everybody's got it, but
Yeah, but like that plasma's in logic now.
oh yeah.
The plasma in Gavorin's fully in logic. But you have to, well, logically you have to enter through orange though, unless there's 2 beams chilling in Gavorin, which wouldn't be the first time Randomania's done that to us.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Dread Rando uses the same sort of multi-pickup placement algorithm as Echo's Rando does.
Yep.
So, in for those not familiar with what multi-pickup placement is, it's essentially the algorithm Randomania uses to decide how things get placed. Previously, it placed items essentially one at a time in the chain, but now it can place, like a step in the progression chain can be multiple items at once. So Randomania will act accordingly.
Getting supers.
Alright, outside Drogiga is just 2 missiles. I'm sure gonna just grab this E-Tank here real quick. Ooh, Mizu has been taking, unfortunately, a lot of chip damage here going through Berenia. Is down to very low health.
Nice.
Nothing a few screw attacks can't fix. Electing to pseudo-wave their way past Drogiga. I think what I find one of the craziest things about this game is that even though the invincibility glitch was patched out after in version 1.02, we still runners still found a way to get the skew necessary to perform some of those major skips that were found in the early game, in the early life of this game.
I don't know if I agree with this from Mizu. Mizu knows that storm missiles are here and that they're required.
In the meantime, Op is heading in the direction of Ferenia as well to go pick up the DNA hint. Only reason I knew that is
Also-
because all the vertical elevators in Dairon go to
slight worry
Ferenia.
from Mizu's side is you saw how like the load screen was like a little bit corrupted this time with the top there.
Oh,
When that happens, the game could crash soon.
I see. Yeah, unfortunately, Metroid Dread not the most stable rando in the universe.
Well, I think I want to say Mizu might be playing on Yuzu,
Ah.
which might be why. I could be wrong.
Alright, off electing to do the speed booster strategy
This
to
is very
take out
true.
this robot Chozo
Chat is also saying
soldier.
there's also a very good chance that the storms are locked by the spider.
Alright, luckily power bombs do enough do damage equivalent to delete current enemy health bar. And the golden Chozo soldier is no match for Mizu. I'm pretty sure power bombs just don't have a damage cap, it's just delete target health bar.
Pretty much.
Oh, we just found cross bombs in Lower Gavarin. Those are definitely well sought after at this point.
Right.
Looks like Mizu's having a little trouble getting back up to the top of this room without Spider Magnet. And elects to cross-bomb jump instead.
Oof.
And like I said, unless, as you mentioned earlier, unless you're changing direction, cross-bomb jumping is easy.
Yep, but if you're trying to change directions, it can be a time.
Uploading data.
Samus, you have manifested a new power. The speed with which
Up, getting the bad news.
Alright, so Mizu's trying to get by ME05IB here, not having the best luck right at the moment. Oh, taking a second to write that down and
yeah,
possibly suppress rage.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear about that at the during the interview.
I'm sure you will. Alright, Mizu, on the other hand, I believe this is heading in the direction of the X. I'll fully admit I don't remember Dread's map perfectly well. Progressive charge can be found in Cataris. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is referring to diffusion. As we found our first
100% diffusion beam.
Yeah, because we found charge in Artaria. By the way, hi Dragon, bye Dragon. Yep, fun fact, that's Dragon in that capsule. Too bad we never fight him.
Potential DLC.
I'm sorry, what just happened there?
What?
Did I see Mizu flip?
Yes, okay. Okay. So there's a special trick that skips Spider Magnet for releasing the X.
Do elaborate, please, because from my perspective, I just saw Mizu pop.
Yeah, it's a ledge warp. When you set it up by hitting the edge and doing morph ball at a special time, I haven't learned it yet myself, so I can't explain it too well. But basically what happens is the moment you unmorph, when that trick gets activated, when that glitch gets activated, when you unmorph, you immediately go back to where you morphed. So if you do that, then go down, trigger the mechanism at the bottom.
Interesting.
And go back up, it's triggered so you can just continue forward without having to do the whole loop.
And it looks like that's exactly what Mizu is doing right now in order to release the X.
Yeah. Probably doing this before doing more of Gavorin. Yep, just
And
releasing the X and getting out.
Now, Elun does have 3 items, so we may have to backtrack there if we're looking for something later down the road.
Yeah, I will say it's very, very rare for something to be uneven.
Yeah, because it's also locked by Plasma Beam as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how are dangerous actions handled in Dread? Is it randomly, just like Echo's default?
Randomly.
Okay. Now, I think Op is going to prioritize grabbing that plasma beam right now. Now, is going into Gavorin without the main power bombs from Central Berenia.
Op will not be grabbing the plasma from this
So yeah,
side.
actually won't be able to.
He wants whatever this is. Space jump.
Ooh, that's very welcome.
Mizu realizing. There we go. There's a power box up. Mizu forgetting you kind of need plasma to get past this path. But we'll probably kill Isami here.
Wouldn't be too shocked.
Now, Mizu can also just go up through the grapple door to get back to the other side. And in doing so, we'll see that plasma beam and be very happy.
So, refresh my memory here. What are we still looking for Go mode here? We're still looking for Wave Beam, and we're looking for Storm Missiles.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything else?
That's it.
Okay, and we know where Wave Beam is. Not Wave Beam. We know where Storm Missiles are. They're down in Berenia somewhere.
Yeah. Mizu trying to decide if they want to go for opposite side, if they want to go for the Emmy.
Now, the ultimate
Ooh.
comedy would be if Wave...
Nice work getting that grapple block.
Yeah, that's like, you only have like maybe a couple frames maximum to get that grapple block dealt with before the plant retracts. That is a very tough trick.
Mizu is going to go for orange side and is going to get rewarded.
He looks to grab the power bomb tank.
Mizu's about to get extremely rewarded with this plasma beam. What I like to do is I like to prep a power bomb right here, drop a power bomb right here. Oh wait, when did Mizu get cross bombs?
I guess Mizu did pick him up while we weren't looking.
Mizu
Or
trying
wait,
to get this with cross bombs.
Cross bombs were in Gavarin.
Mizu, you're dropping the cross bomb in the
Actually,
wrong
yeah,
spot.
Mizu is the only one to have cross bombs, I think. Off didn't pick those up. The cross bombs were in the they were in the grapple swing puzzle room in early Gavarin. All right, Mizu heading in the direction of spin boost here, but it's just an energy part. By the way, watch out for those life rafts up there when you do drain the water here in this room in Berenia, because that can kill you.
Yeah,
As,
because if you go up too fast, the game will think you're out of bounds, and after the patch, going out of bounds kills you.
Oh, looks like Mizu just missed the speed booster blocks there.
Looks like we're gonna go ahead and see Golzuna kill.
Yeah, Golzuna with this equipment, especially with speed booster, isn't too bad. 2 shine sparks and it's an instant. Oh, not instant, but it's a quick
We may
KO.
see a trip to Hanubia here to unlock the portal network.
Oh yeah, so what's the trigger for unlocking the whole teleportal network?
Hold on.
Alright, Op is where he needs to be now to get power bombs, so he's gonna grab them right here.
The trigger is entering Iterash.
Okay. You know what I thought it was back in the day? I thought it was using each teleportal type once, because I think it was around that time that I got the prompt that everything was unlocked.
Same. I love having storm missiles for Golzuna. Storm missiles tear this boss apart.
Yeah, absolutely. It is honestly really impressive how creative you can be with taking down bosses in this game. All right. Oh no, Mizu taking a death to Golzuna. But luckily, Dread has a much better checkpoint system than most other Metroid games to date.
By actually having checkpoints.
Yeah, that's something that started with Prime 3.
Yep.
All right, so Op's taking a pause here. This might just be a bio break, or maybe just thinking about where to go from here.
Yep. Could also be
Okay, yeah, it is. It is a BRB.
Yep. That is completely fine.
But yeah, it looks like Mizu is trying to go for the double Shine Spark method. Yeah, Golzuna's another boss that definitely hits like a truck. Yeah, Super Missile's only dealing 300 damage, Golzuna having 28,000 HP.
Yeah, this is why I like storm missiles.
Because Storm Missiles, I think it's 450 per lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something along that line. Or as I like to call them, Secret Missiles done correctly. Oh, 2 more missiles should do it. There we go.
Fun fact, did you know a fully charged storm missile one-shot kills a Core X?
I did know that, actually.
It's a very neat interaction. And very satisfying.
Makes sense. 450 times 5 comes out to be 2250.
Yeah, chat's correct. Storms have more DPS, even though ice missiles do more damage for the ammo.
Yeah, so it's interesting that...
Your storm missiles are way faster.
Yeah, they're just, as you mentioned before, they're absolute ammo guzzlers.
Mizu not going to Hanubia,
Uploading data.
or considering it.
The lower levels of Bereni.
And Op getting the painful reminder, yeah, I should probably go and get that plasma beam soon. So yeah, still no intel on Wave Beam in particular, so... and with Plasma...
If I'm Mizu here, I'd probably go to lower Bereni after green.
I was just thinking the same thing, to be perfectly honest with you. Because that would give you Storm Missiles, that gives you SQ, there's a couple of opportunities to go maybe look for Wave Beam in that neighborhood.
Yeah, because you know if it's not in lower Berenia, you know for sure it's on Drogiga.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if, after all this time, Wave is diffusion locked and diffusion is on Crate?
Vanilla diffusion would be the greatest thing in the world.
I mean, I know we haven't seen anything in the Crate neighborhood so far, but it would still be hilarious.
Yeah, so it's like another thing that kills a Core X is a Shine Spark. Yeah, but what doesn't a Shine Spark kill?
Golzuna.
Sure,
And SQ, technically.
Sure, it only takes them to half health.
And Chozo Warriors.
Yeah, also takes them to half.
Although, usually your Shine Spark gets killed anyway, because cutscenes. Something I do appreciate with Speed Booster is that Speed Booster does have a lot more leeway about staying active on going up ledges. Looks like Mizu is trying to prep the...
Mizu wants to peek it without committing to the trick. Nothing.
Oh yeah, by the way, Ice-Semi can actually ice.
Yep.
Ice-Semi gave me some... Oh no!
Oh, nice dodge!
Oh,
But...
couldn't get it the third time. Oop,
Oh, that's
too
Wave
early.
Beam! That's Wave Beam on Mizu's side!
Oh, is it in the
Yeah, it's in the tunnel. He's gonna speed boost up it, which is made very easy with power bombs.
So this is looking like seed
Oh,
over
he
here.
missed. Yeah, that would be go mode for Mizu.
Because yeah, at this point there's nothing.
Well, no, still needs the storm missiles.
Oof. Looks like Mizu tried to use cross bombs, but the cross bomb didn't go off in time.
Uploading data.
I would just use the power bomb
You are
here.
approaching.
But that is neat. That's a very convenient wave beam.
Indeed. All right, that should work. Yeah.
There we go. I think you just go straight to Cyan teleporter from here.
Yep.
Mizu trying to decide what to do here. Trying to farm power bombs. Just gonna have to grab this expansion.
But yeah, honestly, not a particularly terrible seed, I would say, besides the boss requirements.
Yeah, we're go -1 sub hour actually. This is actually, despite the awful boss requirements, this actually is not a bad seed at all. It's a pretty good seed.
Yeah, and Dread Randos are, I mean, they're definitely a little
It's
on
a mixed
the...
bag.
Yeah, they can be a bit of a wild cardy, but in my experience, they're a tad bit faster than Echo's Rando.
Yeah, most common you'll see anywhere from 120 to like 145. And then you get the occasional 3-hour seed and wonder what the heck happened. There's the one nothing item in these settings.
Remind me again what nothings look like in,
It was that thing on Mizu's side just now. It looks like the
Oh,
item
yeah.
shell.
the item spheres, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, that's exactly what Mizu's doing, taking Cyan straight to Berenia.
And that nothing, I assume, is in place of Pulse Radar.
Yes, it is in place of Pulse Radar.
Nice. Op only needing a couple tries to pick up that, to get that grapple trick as well. Op has not released the X yet as well. He is going to have to do that eventually, and I think that's a... yeah, he's not actually heading in that direction at the moment.
Yeah.
You can tell the X aren't released because the dead... the Chozo X here are just, chilling. But yeah, it looks like Op is going back for Plasma Beam right now.
Mizu having Wave Beam gets rid of the punish of not having Spider here. Because you can just open this door from the other side and do the Shine Spark puzzle to get down to lower. I'm gonna laugh if after all this time it's just on Drogiga.
That would be pretty funny. Because then we'd finally get a boss required that isn't a DNA.
Mizu having no issue with the Shine Spark.
Yeah, reminder to the audience, that's a developer-intended Shine Spark.
Yep. Wave Beam removing the need for Diffusion Beam. Mizu not having Space Jump kind of sucks here, but can also just Shine Spark up.
Shine Spark, Cross Bomb Jump, take your pick.
Yeah. Oh, Mizu's digging for a power bomb.
Yeah, not gonna find any here because these Mini X never drop power bombs, if I'm not mistaken.
Mizu, you just wanted to a Phantom Cloakroom.
Yeah, I noticed that at the same time as you did. That's a mild oopsie, but
That's
it looks like it's
about
only
2 minutes. It's only about 2 minutes, but oh.
yeah. We'll file that under only mild oops.
Also, when's the last time Mizu saved? This is around the time of the seed where you might start getting wary of a crash, and you might want to
Yeah, I
saves.
don't know when the last save was out of Mizu, unfortunately.
Like, we're near the end of the seed, so it may not matter. In my
Yeah,
experience, I tend to crash like about an hour 15 usually.
yeah. Although being perfectly honest, I know all too well how bad crashing in Go mode feels.
Yeah.
It happened to me in the Echoes tourney in round 4. I wasn't gonna win the race anyway, but
Also,
I crashed in Go mode with about 2 minutes left until my opponent finished.
this is about even back. I never put plasma on. I don't know if Op ever got cross bombs.
I don't think so. I'm trying to remember where crossbombs were. Crossbombs were in Gavarin as well.
Yeah. Op doesn't want. Oh right, Op hasn't cleared the rest of Barenia yet, so probably not doing lower right away.
Now here's
What's
a question.
On grav missiles?
Now here's a question. Do the map stations do you any good here? Like, do they reveal any additional information?
Nope. They're good to use once in warp to start from.
Fair enough.
Mizu not using the nav station because there's no other information that's needed. Also, doing this without space jump sucks.
Ugh, yeah, this looks painful.
Oh, this isn't the bad part. This is. Because you're doing cross bomb jumps while dealing with these things. Okay,
Well, to
it's
Mizu's
through
credit,
the-
that was handled almost
that was handled
flawlessly.
very well. Those enemies there are a nightmare doing this. Oh right, no power bombs.
Yeah, Wave Beam thankfully not making this fight too painful. Nice thing that Dread, nice quality of life thing that Dread does is that you don't need charge beam and missiles for literally everything that isn't a regular enemy.
Mizu, weren't you just looking for power bombs?
I guess Mizu's no longer interested in that section. Although, yeah, a little weird that Mizu elected to not pick up that expansion. Definitely a question for the interview.
Indeed.
Yeah, it looks like Op is heading back towards Green Teleportal here, so this is the place to be. We do know Op needs to come back here anyway for cross bombs and to release the Emmy.
Yeah. Release the Emmy.
Sorry, release the X.
Mizu could go check Screw Attack Room.
Mizu's thinking this through for a minute here.
Nope, more missiles.
Nice bomb drops there from that, what are the non-SQ flyer thingies called?
I have
never
no
mind.
idea.
I'm also just now noticing there are two ME05IMs in this room.
Yeah, one of them is the
Yeah.
there from the flag, and then the other one is the one that's been reactivated.
Yeah, I'm just now noticing that.
That one will stay there until the X is released. Mizu going back to get the... Mizu has no idea what to do right now. Oh, finally got a power bomb drop. Also, Op getting cross bombs. Mizu finally got drops.
Oh, looks like Mizu didn't get the bomb off in time there for the Shine Spark puzzle.
Yep, that's fine. That one's easy enough to set back up. Missile Plus. I'm just saying it. It's Drogiga.
I'm not doubting you, buddy.
There's one item left here. No. Well, there's one non-storm missile lock item left. That's not Drogiga. And Mizu's coming up on it.
Fun fact about the non-X drops, by the way, Charge Beam actually does increase your radius of collecting them.
Yep, that's because the X are drawn to Charge Beam.
Not even the X, the regular drops.
Oh, yeah.
Nice little nod to Prime. The folks at Mercury Steam did like Prime, especially when it came to Samus Returns. Unfortunately, no space jump here means Mizu must now once again improvise.
Alright, we're getting the X release from... Alright, is it Drogiga or is it here? It's Drogiga.
Oh dear.
The storm missiles are on Drogiga. Oh wait, Mizu never did the upper room, right? Oh no. Mizu did pick it. Peek it. It's Drogiga.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Let the spice flow.
Mizu did the pseudo wave to skip Drogiga earlier, so probably kicking themselves for that right now.
Yeah, luckily they have some time to play with here, just because Op was a little, Op's routing didn't really funnel him into cross bombs particularly efficiently.
Yeah. Like, as you can tell by as they've been playing, skill level's about equal. The routing has punished Op a couple times this seed, though.
Indeed. A little late to Morph Ball, late to cross bombs.
But, like, every week in the Randomania Discord, we've been hosting Dread Async races. And both of these two place pretty high pretty often.
Very nice.
So... I'll probably link that async sheet to this Discord as well, so more people can get access to them. Which... oh crap, I don't remember what the command is. Well, there's the Twitter link. Is it just Discord? Oh, it is just Discord.
Lol.
Also, while you're at it, follow the runners. Follow the comms. Look, the bot's not running on this PC, it's running on the laptop that's usually running the restreams. But I just only recently got that laptop rolling back up, so right now I'm running this stream locally from my PC and my OBS setup. So things are gonna be a little wonky and might not work.
Nah, it's all good. But yeah, looks like, let's see where Op decides to go here. This looks to be...
This is Golzuna. Mizu making the climb of shame to Drogiga. Also, this is not good. Well, they've got grapple. It's fine. I was about to say no spider, no space jump, but I was like, wait a minute, they have grapple. It's fine. Got the I'm taking half of your health.
I'm also just realizing Drogiga and Escu kind of sound a little bit like Nightmare and Other M.
Yeah?
Which I'm 90% sure that's on purpose.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Like I said, Mercury's team knew very much what they were doing with all the hidden references and all the continuity nods in Dread.
Ooh, this room the intended way. That's the one thing that I think was a little bit wonky with the grapple in this game, was the grapple swings.
Also, can I just mention that Golzuna's tune is a bop?
Yeah. Wave Beam is going to make very quick work of Drogiga. What I like to do is I like to get this charge here and then just go in on missiles. Then if you
Yeah,
get
although I
this,
think...
Drogiga is one of those fights that is a forced, I believe is a forced 2 cycle.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Drogiga's damage capped here.
Chat would be correct. They did want to remake Fusion. Honestly, they make it 2 after the success of this one.
Here's hoping, and yep, storm missiles on Drogiga.
There it is. That is go mode for Mizu. There is a 1 cycle strat. Nice. That is nice to know. I need to learn it. Given like it doesn't save too much time, but like still. Op is opening up the teleport system.
Yeah, Op has actually not gone around to picking up Wave Beam yet either, which unfortunately we know is nowhere in the neighborhood.
Or is just checking this one item and noping out. Oh, hoping for a beam hen.
That could be.
Where was the other beam again?
Uploading data.
Ferenia.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This area. Enemy.
nice space jump in. Thanks, game.
Adam. Both other Metroid DNA both being in Ferenia, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. Mizu has to make a quick pit stop down here to SQ.
Yep, SQ and Wave Emmy. But Wave Emmy's kind of on the way.
Yeah, and with gravity suit and speed booster, this is an absolute cakewalk.
Yeah. And now we're gonna get some SQ murder.
SQ not in the best position to get a particularly fast kill with Screw Attack, but gets dealt with nonetheless.
I accidentally clicked the wrong thing.
So yeah,
Op is
no
looking,
sign.
Op is looking in the right place, but hasn't quite found it. No, oh no. Oh no!
Oh, well, it might be... Oh, I was just doing the puzzle here.
Oh, okay, we're fine.
Oh, but couldn't get the morph.
Oh, these robots have triggered. That's fine. There's a power bomb for that.
And again, power bomb damage is delete enemy health bar.
Alright, Op is... yeah, Op's about to get waved.
And after that, that should...
And unlike Mizu, does have the space jump to just scoop that up fast.
And this should send off back to Berenia for storm missiles.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what's happening with that speed booster graphic there, but...
Uploading data.
That is hilarious.
This area, Freddy.
Nice bomb hint. I'm gonna go ahead and get Wave Emmy out of the way.
Alright, Mizu's also right around the corner for Wave Emmy right now.
Turns out early space jump is very easy if you have space jump. Things you only learn in rando. That's chat for hearing that one.
Did Mizu just re-raise the water?
If you're fast enough, the water doesn't actually lower.
Interesting.
The reason being, though, is, yeah, this little bit of movement here, it's very tight, but it's just enough.
Yeah, good grief. There's plenty of clench moments there with these Emmy in speed runs.
Chat confirming, if you shoot the button again, the water doesn't drain.
That's what I thought.
And the Emmy moves slower in water, I believe.
That might actually be what it was. So,
There we
intentional
go.
strats.
3. That is everything.
I don't think the Emmy's coming from that way. Ob is about to be in for a very rude backstabbing here.
Oh no.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
I thought for sure the Emmy was going to come from the bottom and backstab off.
I was gonna say, are we about to get a troll Emmy? Alright, and that is DNA number 2 for Op. Something catastrophic's gonna have to happen though for Op to catch up enough, but it still isn't that, like, this isn't like a complete landslide. Op's only gonna finish like maybe 10 minutes behind if he goes straight to Berenia.
And we do know Op has that information, so that, excuse me, that is probably his next stop.
Yeah. This might be a just safety save. This could be a warp to start.
Definitely a safety save.
It's a safety save. Going towards Cyan because Mizu's questioning that E-Tank. I very much agree with grabbing this in the current situation.
Yeah, definitely want to have the extra energy for Ravenbeak.
I like having like 4 full tanks, or 4 or 5 if I really want to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's like, as we discussed earlier, Ravenbeak doesn't
I'm
hit for a lot of damage.
I'm wondering if Op has the Storm Missile hand.
I'm fairly certain he's seen it.
Could be wrong. Because, yeah, he's still hunting for items elsewhere.
I'm trying to remember where that hint was.
It was early. No, it was in Cataris, so it might have been missed.
That is true. Both.
No. Op looks to be heading towards Cyan.
Yeah, because both runners did Cataris a lot differently.
Or not. Yeah, Op may not have the Storm Missile hunt. And if so, that is unfortunately going to be GG, but we may get to see some other locations. Op looks to be going to Hanubia.
Ooh, Mizu just took a hit from the gold Chozo soldier.
Oh, 19 health. Oh no, not this check.
Ooh, Mizu cutting it real close there. Luckily, this does result in a full refill. Alright, Mizu is now making the trip up to Itarash.
I think the only unknown left in this game is Phantom Cloak.
Pretty
And
much.
ice
and
missiles.
Phantom, yeah, ice missiles, although at this point are pretty much just a gimme at this point, but yeah, Cloak. I'm actually surprised we were able to get away without Cloak this seed.
Means you dropping a little note in chat saying E-Tank paid off. Probably knew it
Yep.
was safe to chat because go mode.
Yeah, we just also saw that Atom Sphere there as well. Just, again, that's put there just in case for some reason you can't reach the Quiet Robe hint.
Yeah, it's just there, and all it gives is the hints again.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Op play this last night, I noticed that was there, but didn't question it, and thought for a minute that was part of the original game.
Yeah, nope, that is placed there.
Because it would have made sense if Ravenbeak was talking to Samus through that
I'm
room,
gonna
but
check and see if we have audio from Mizu. We do not, so I cannot get the cool Ravenbeak fight music.
that's alright. Oh, looks like Mizu didn't quite get the storm missiles off here to start things off, so we're gonna see Golden Beak for a little.
Yeah.
Mental note, storm missiles are effective on Dark Burst.
Oh, Up got the crash.
Ooh, and I know he safety saved fairly recently after...
Yeah, Up just saved. Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying though. Like around the 115, 120 mark, you could just get hit with a crash.
Alright, so now Mizu's going into Phase 2.
Or the phase I like to call spam your storm missiles.
Yeah.
Except during
Luckily-
this part. Then you use the beam here.
Yeah, it's crazy that this actually works.
Mizu was too close.
Yeah, Mizu also taking advantage of cross bombs here. Cross bombs do a surprisingly large amount of damage too. Doesn't help that Ravenbeak has an obnoxious amount of HP. What is it, 48,000? Or 46,000, but that's still a ridiculous amount of
Yeah,
HP.
it gets drained very quickly by storm missiles and by the encounter and by the cutscene quick time.
Yeah, and cross bombs I think also do 450 damage. Interestingly, Mizu not using a power bomb on that sunburst up there. I'm calling it sunburst until further notice.
Oh, and unfortunately, oh, that is exactly what Mizu needed. Oh, it didn't hardly give any health, though.
Lucky counter nonetheless, though. This should do it, actually.
Oh, that's why Up crashed. It was the warp to start crash.
Oh, okay. So it was right after the save.
Yeah, and yeah, you usually get a warp to start crash. Oh, Mizu, this is
Okay.
too close.
This is not the kind of stress I need on a Thursday.
Alright, we're fine. Now it's just an escape and done. Health is a resource.
E-Tang payoff number 2.
Whoa.
Alright. 6 hand motions later. And Kamehameha! Oh, come on. I'm not the only one who's thinking it.
I mean, also, at least we technically see a Kraid die today.
I mean, you're not wrong. All right, obligatory escape sequence commence.
Oh, right. Mizu doesn't have space jump.
Yeah, it has to improvise with Shine Sparking here. But in all seriousness, no, in all seriousness, though, the planet really does just explode out of obligation here.
Yep.
Like, no explanation. I mean, I guess maybe Itarash crashed into the thermal generator in Cataris, but whatever. We're just gonna call it an obligatory planet explosion. Yeah, Mizu definitely having to improvise a little bit here without space jump, but luckily cross bombs and spin boost is enough to get the job done in most cases.
So, do you want to know? You want to hear something very awful?
Do tell.
This escape can be done without any spin.
Oh, I know. And it's torture. Oh, Off just found ice missiles. That was next to the,
That was screw
looks
attack
like
room. Yeah, right past screw attack room.
That is near the,
Oh.
Berenia, that is the Berenia South transport.
The only downside to this is that Op's answer is on the opposite side of Berenia.
Yeah. But Mizu's past the last cool Shine Spark room in the game. I think that's literally what the cinematic Shine Sparks are called in development. But that is going to do it for Mizu with just over a minute on the escape clock. They will finish with an official race time GG time of 1:27.45. Well played by both runners, and a very nice GG to Mizu.
I think Op has seen that Mizu was done. Op
Yep,
forfeits, so there it is.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see how this interview plays out. There is a lot to talk about. Oh, the items are in the credits. This I did not know.
The only thing we didn't know was Phantom Cloak.
Kraid Arena!
Kraid!
Nice.
Kraid had Phantom Cloak.
That's good. GG's to both of our runners, and again, fantastic race. I think that was a pretty good seed to demonstrate the craziness that can be Dread Rando. You know, a good amount of spice, but nothing too... And a couple of rude checks, but nothing too insane.
Yeah. And a lot of this is broken due to the way some of this is laid out. I will pause so that can stay there. Alright, we're gonna pull Op in.
Alright, we are joined by Op here in the booth. Op, GG to you.
GG's. This was a bit of a seed.
So, where was Storm?
Oh, they were
Oh, you're gonna love this.
They were hinted super early in Cataris, I believe.
Did I
Cataris
get
or
to
Dyra. I think so. They're on Drogiga.
I thought I was being clever by skipping it.
Mizu
You know, I think...
Mizu also skipped Drogiga and got mega punished when... because Mizu full cleared the rest of Berenia in a later visit before finally committed. When we saw the last check right past the plasma door, where you first go to Lower Berenia, we saw that and saw that it was nothing. We're like, well, it's Drogiga. That's a punish. Yeah,
forgot all about that.
y'all actually took turns as far as who was in the lead. Because your early routing, while made sense, didn't work out this time because the when you turned away, the first item Mizu picked up was grapple. And happened right into that morph ball. You even shot at the morph ball when you saw it, so...
Yeah, normally I go that way first, but
Yeah,
then I
like,
get punished for it, so...
the items you were given this time, though, really made sense to what you were doing. And, like, there was just a lot of options that came up here, and it was just like, what do you do? And just, the game kept punishing you for it all season.
Yeah.
You had... You found, Mizu never got Space Jump. Never got Spider.
Oh, so they must have did the
Ledge warp.
ledge warp?
Yeah, did the ledge warp.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're gonna
Oh.
love this, by the way. Phantom Cloak was on Kraid.
Yeah, Cloak on Kraid. This seed... Like, this seed wasn't a bad seed, it's just...
Just that
Those
random.
bosses... Like, when Mizu went to go check... Hold on, let me pull Mizu in. GG's, Mizu!
GG.
Yeah, Mizu grabbed an extra E-Tank in Hanubia on the way to Ravenbeak. And saved them twice. Saved them twice for it. It was kind of crazy.
Indeed.
The
Yeah,
one
there
thing for Mizu though, trying to farm a power bomb in Lower Berenia. That was painful. I mean, they eventually got moving, went to Drogiga, and got the bad news that, yep, sword missiles were there all along.
Where exactly was that? You said it was Cataris?
I think the hint was in Cataris. It could have been Dairon.
I don't think it was Dairon, because both of you took the same Dairon path, pretty much.
This is true.
Yeah, I prepared all my hints in a notepad.
I'm sorry, say that again, Mizu?
Oh, there it is. Oh, the hint was in Artaria.
Hi.
He did get it.
Never mind.
Actually, that could be wrong, because sometimes...
Oh, right, sometimes the hints get wrong, but I know it was early, so it was
Oh.
Artaria or Cataris.
That was my third hint, so
Third hint.
shouldn't be in. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably
That
Cataris.
sounds like Cataris, yeah.
Oh, you know what? It was the hint right above red.
Above red
Oh,
teleport,
for
yeah.
orange.
Yeah, I forgot all about
Yeah,
that.
right before orange.
Yeah.
Right above red and orange.
Yeah,
Speaking
wood
of
right
which,
there.
Speaking of which, Op saw that plasma beam very early and was trying to get the dumb trick to get it. And then, as soon as Mizu got plasma, they went straight to Ferenia and got rewarded with Wave Beam. So it was just time to cover Berenia and find these storm missiles.
Yeah. The instant I got away from, I can go to Lower Berenia.
Yeah. Yeah, you did the pseudo wave to skip Drogiga, and I don't know if I joked it on Restream or not. I'm like, that's gonna get punished probably. And oh, did it get punished? But I don't know if you saw it in the credits or were watching it. Kraid had Phantom Cloak. So bosses were just holding stuff unless you were an Emmy and had 2 missiles all the way around.
Or an E-part.
True, Speed Emmy did at least give an E part.
Yeah, I gotta start writing things down.
I feel that. I think we've both been punished by that multiple times, like not writing a
Yeah.
hint and then forgetting, and then we see the other finish, we're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I wrote down DNA hints, but the item hints are just so many. It's like
There's so many of them, and it's like most of the time
slow you down.
you're not gonna see these until later.
Yeah.
So overall, pretty decent seed. You were in Berenia, so you were still only like maybe 15 minutes from finishing. By the time you got up the Drogiga, you got the storm missiles, you would have gone straight to Ferenia, which you had quick access there. When you were in Hanubia the first time when you checked the item before gold, I almost was wondering if you were about to go open the teleport network.
I was thinking about it, but you never know. It could like I could find it right in the next area. So
Yeah.
the time it would have took to do all that just didn't seem worth it. But
Yeah, it was
I
a
was
toss-up.
thinking,
I think it might have helped this time, because then well, not really, because from SQ you just jump up to Hanubia.
right.
So it probably wouldn't have helped. There wasn't a closer teleporter. Because, like, what would you do? Cyan to green? That saves no time.
Mm.
But yeah, GG's. Not a bad seed.
GG's.
But yeah,
I have to.
Yeah.
I do have to say this was a nice little crash course and intro to me for proper Dread Rando racing. So I'm very glad I came along for the ride on this one.
yeah, because you usually do spectate a lot of Rando, just hasn't played much. You haven't played it yet.
Indeed, I just don't have the equipment for it at the moment. But I've been following this with great interest. I'm so glad I happened to be free tonight to call the
To
first
commentate
race.
this. Yeah, there will be more. I'm trying to put one on here weekly. I don't know if it's gonna be the same day next week, but I'm gonna put one on here every week.
Forward to it.
Yeah, I'm glad we had enough to do it this time, because I know yesterday's was super short notice.
All right, folks. Well,
yeah, follow the runners. They both stream. Oppa streaming Dread Rando most days, and if they're not doing Dread, it's probably Echoes. And then I actually don't know what all Mizu streams. I know.
Maybe once a week.
There you go. There's still streams happening, so
Yeah.
go follow. And then follow the comms, being myself, and of course Captain. Captain does a lot of space-themed stuff. It's a wide range.
indeed, Aerorays are also another major player in the randomizer community. Primes, Dread, you name it, really.
If it's a rando, I've probably tried it.
But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us here, unless
No,
anything else, anything it wants to add before we do close out.
that does it here.
Nope.
All right.
Thanks for having us here.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
that was nice.
Yep, GG's. I'm gonna deafen here and send off a raid to someone doing some rando. I'm gonna see who all's doing rando and do that. There's a certain giant, really dumb multi-world going on that I want to raid someone who's doing it. So
Oh my.
we're going to do that. I think it's going to be Uncle Reggie.
All right, folks. Well, on that note, we're going to see you next mission and have a good rest of your weekend.
Yep.
See ya.
Later, everyone.